Okay, you guys, we'll go ahead and jump in, get started. Thank you so much for being on the call tonight. I look forward to this every month. I know we had a call just a couple weeks ago, and that was a special call as we were welcoming so many new come join us reps on the team. So it was a special call. Our monthly call is once a month, second Monday of every month. So you can pretty much count on that. If it happens to fall on something major, usually the holidays are the first of the month if when we have them. So it's pretty good chance that it's going to fall on the second. So go ahead and mark your calendars. I'll let you know in plenty of time if we need to change that. Okay. Um, so I'm just grateful, you guys, for each one of you. I know we're going to do some celebrating on our call tonight, and one thing that I know for sure is that, yes, I'm a national marketing director, international marketing director, but I feel like we lead together. I want you to know how much I learned from you guys. So much, so much. We are all so incredibly valuable on this team. So just keep that in mind. You mean so much to us. You are incredibly valuable, and we are just so grateful for each one of you. So, and just keep in mind, sometimes I think we wrestle with what our weakness is, but that's what makes a team so strong and so beautiful, is that we all have weaknesses. And yet we all have strengths, and somehow we bring all of that to the table when we're talking about a team. And I know we have a lot of professional athletes and professionals and college athletes and that type of thing, so you understand the power of team. But that's how I look at this. I really do. I just see incredible worth in each one of us. Even if you're just getting started, you bring a unique something to the table, and we're just going to meet you exactly where you are and help you reach that next goal. So do we have anybody new for the first time on our team call? Not sure. Lisa, is this your first time? No, you were on last time, weren't you?
I
Okay.
have not been on a team call.
I think CJ's first time too.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome, CJ. And then who else did you mention? You, Jason?
Well,
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
I don't
like
think
for
I've been
Monday
on a
night.
a monthly team call.
okay. Okay. Yeah. So I guess that was a specialty call. So welcome, Jason. Lauren, this is probably your first time as well on a team call. And scanning the faces. And Alex, I'm sure this is your first. Yeah. Well, welcome, you guys. So glad to have you. And it is such a time of connection. Oh, it's only once a month. So I want to encourage you to make it a priority, because we get to see each other, especially with not going to conference. Conference is when we come, we really get to know each other. We really rally together and grow together at the conferences. And since we didn't have that, I know I'm really missing everybody in a big way. So it's just a once a month training, celebration, education, and equipping. And so we hope you'll enjoy it and find it to be valuable. Okay, so welcome to the new people. It's definitely an interesting season that we're in, isn't it? I know for everybody, this is impacting you in a way that is maybe different than it's impacting me, and I just want you to know that I have a heart for what you're going through in this. I feel like, there's days where I just kind of sit back and go, wait a minute, this is a global thing. This is really big, and it just kind of overwhelms me. And I have to kind of catch my breath and get grounded and remember, this is not necessarily a setback in life, but it's an opportunity for us to really grow and really learn together with each other. And my friend Catherine Lee, a mentor of mine, she always says that a setback is a setup for a comeback. And so, but what we want to do is we want to come back stronger and better. Okay, that's going to be so important. So I'm just going to open it up for a minute. And Paulo, our CEO, if you guys listen to the Juice Plus Live edition, he was asking us the question about, personally, what about me needs to be different after this storm passes? So I don't know if any of you have any thoughts about that, but what about you personally would you like to see has changed when we come out of this kind of storm, so to speak? And you'll need to unmute your phones if you could share with us. Has anybody contemplated that?
I'll say something, Wendy, just to get the conversation started. You know, it's not only because I'm in the health and fitness industry. I think a lot of people see that I run health clubs and they assume that we work out all day. And that's the farthest from the truth. You know, if you're doing it right, you have a business to run, and it's actually hard to get a workout in because people want to talk and staff have questions. And, you know, it's surprisingly difficult to work out in a place that you own and operate. But I will say that the quarantine or the stay-at-home order, I've done this for 21 years in the health and fitness industry, and it's interesting how you have to make it a priority. You have to make time, but there's nothing more important than your health. And, you know, people, you know, in keynotes and stuff like that, I've asked people, what's more important than your health? And of course you get answers like money, and the most popular answer is my family's more important than my health. But if I took your health away and you were confined to a bed and you can't enjoy your family, or if I gave you all the money that you ever requested and you were in a bed and I took your health away, what would you do? And how can you really enjoy the money? There's truly not an answer that anybody could debate with me that is truly more important than your health.
Mhm.
And so not only just personally, but those around me and those in my circle of influence, I'm really going to challenge even staff. I'm going to almost have them schedule in their day their workouts. So rather than take their word for it, and rather than me, you know, oh, I got a busy morning, I'll get it in later. I just told my wife at dinner tonight, I'm like, man, I'm so glad we woke up and got our workout in today, because my day completely got away from me. And so, you know, everybody's got a reason. Everybody's busy. I'm a dad of two. I own businesses, and we all have a reason why not to. And, you know, so the takeaway when we come out of this is that as busy as I will be getting the clubs up and running and everything ramped up, is to don't let my health take a back seat. You know, don't put it on the back burner. And obviously Juice Plus is helping that from a nutrition standpoint, but you still got to be physically active and keep the engine running. And so I would challenge those of you on the call, but just, you know, to answer your question, is it just really validated the reason why we put ourselves first from a health standpoint, because everything and everybody else around us could benefit from that. And so
Right.
hopefully that wasn't too
Right.
long-winded, but I just
No,
thought
that is great. And that's one of the things that I'm really realizing too. I feel like last week I was almost stuck in the seat position, you know, and I was like, wow, I cannot do that. I just can't. I need to move, and I need to stand and do some calls, and I need to just be active because I'm used to being really busy out there, you know, meeting with people and talking to people. And so we have a lot to learn, but I really want to encourage you guys to find the time to step back and really look at that, you know, because this is unprecedented. Never again will we go through what we're going through right now. And so how do you want to be different after this passes, or when we get back into being better, kind of a new normal, but, you know, being better people? And then what about your business? What would you know, what will be different after this storm passes because of quarantining and kind of being home? Do you see your business being different because of this time?
I know for me, one thing that I wasn't good at when I was doing the business before I left for Korea is really finding balance between life and my business. And life always took precedent over my business, and I never really what I just it just kind of always fell to the back burner. And I think that this time has really given me an opportunity to utilize my time to figure out how I can so I'm doing so much Juice Plus now that it's becoming second nature. And so I think then when I hop back into my job, whenever gyms decide that they want to open back up, I'll be able to navigate it so much better because it's just such a part of my daily life now. And for me, it's going to be so much easier. And then going to the personal thing, for me, this time has taught me balance for sure. And I want to come out of this quarantine with just having a better balance of just everything in my life.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else have something on that? I think it's a really important question to also think about. I know we're all kind of in this really interesting time, but boy, what do we want this to look like, and refining our business so that we do have a stronger DMO, and we do have more maybe focused intention, like we talked about on the coffee talk, a power hour. You know, we could get so much done if we're focused and intentional. So what else? Anything else?
For me is like I'm such a people person that like that time with your loved ones and your friends and like all of you not seeing you guys at conference, which I wasn't actually supposed to go to, but just like the beauty and not taking people in your life for granted, like that has really um that was like something that I'm like, man, you should like really appreciate somebody and like I mean not like I haven't, but just like sending them a nice like text or card, just like being kind. I feel a lot of like this world is just so cold right now that like we just need to be practicing more kindness, and like I was more aware of that. Like you have no idea, like I got a text the other day, like my girlfriend was crying because she's like, you send me a card and I went through a really tough breakup. Like it's just those little things like we don't really do anymore and we don't think about it. So just like really nice thoughts to like really be kind and thoughtful.
Yeah.
And I think with the business, I really can't wait to just do like salad in a jar party and be around people and hug people again because I'm such a hugger. But yeah, I'm just really excited to just like see people.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. I am too. I almost started crying when I saw a friend in the grocery the other day. I was just like, so it is. It's just, I think we're realizing what we need to deeply appreciate, right? So, so many things, you guys. Just take a step back, and I want to encourage you to jot them down, journal about it, get it out, because I just feel like it's going to lead to a lot of gratitude in a time where we're feeling kind of isolated. So just, what is it that's going to be different? So momentum has been definitely amazing in the midst of all of this. That is a positive thing. And this makes sense to people right now, you guys. I think it's really important to keep in mind that this is making sense to people, whether they can afford it or not. If they can't afford it, we certainly can offer the opportunity. And I always say, if you could afford this, would you be taking it? Would you definitely want to be getting this flowing through your bloodstream every single day? And if they say yes, it depends on how strong that yes is. If it's pretty strong, we're going to help them by just having them share it with a few people, get them to Partner Plus. They're going to be getting that income coming in. And, sometimes that's what it takes to have somebody move forward. So my goal is always Partner Plus to start with, and then they start celebrating that. They see, oh, well, this isn't too bad. Start, seeing some of our events, they're powerful. And then that momentum just continues to grow. And a lot of people will keep going. So just be thinking along the lines of Partner Plus. Doesn't need to be anything major. They don't need to say, hey, I want to make this a full-time business. So just keep that in mind. But again, let's not go back to normal or new normal. Let's go back to better and know that this is a really, really good time to be building your business. So I do want to do some celebrating because there are some just incredible things to celebrate. I am going to share my screen here, and we'll take a look at oops. Okay, there we go. Move that. All right. Okay, here we go. So, I just love this. This is from the Good Book, where I get a lot of my wisdom. I think I just feel like I just try to receive, a power that's greater than my own. But therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. So we're all doing it, right? But we want to encourage each other. Let's keep going. Sometimes this is challenging. Sometimes it's like, oh, I just don't think I can reach that goal. We got the 22nd of May coming up. I'm just not sure I can get there. So let's encourage each other. Let's lock arms. Let's know that together we can do so much more. So when we build each other up, we remind each other who we are and the gifts that we have, the qualities that we have that are really, I feel like, designed for this. Everybody has a story, and our story is being kind of moved. We're moving into that with what we do with this. So it's an exciting time to really build others up and share this product, share this business, share passion and purpose. That might be what people are looking for. They might be down and they just want something exciting to do. So you never know. Yeah, so we are celebrating. You guys Holly's going to be talking about our customers and how we want to do great customer care. And I really love to take a look at, who is bringing in a good block of customers. And we always say 5 or more. That's a goal that we want to have for a month. So just really celebrating each of these people. Barbara Miller is on Katrina's team. She had 7 new customers. Tamora Whitman is my new rep. She had 6. Pam Strickler also had 6 customers. Sharon Zeljek had 6. Renee Targart had 6. Jason Reinhardt had 5. And Amanda Miller had 5. So just really celebrating that, you guys. And if you had 3, that is awesome too. So 2. So congratulations. Just know that, just put it out there for people. And that is our goal. Let's shoot for 5 each month. Would love to see everybody's name. We're just going to watch this list continue to grow because, sharing this gift right now when people are looking for better health really is not that complicated right now with people especially. So they're more open than ever. So, okay, we're going to move on. Yes, lest we forget, team building in the midst of a storm. Okay, so, bringing people on as customers, they're looking for better health, but other people who are looking for health and wealth, is, really a beautiful thing right now. We're stepping out while we're staying in. That's our customer page and the title that we've given it. But these are the people that brought on new direct, at least one, new direct team members. So Katrina Gehring, Susan Miller, Barbara Miller, Palinka. Oh, Palinka, how do you pronounce your last name?
Shazik.
Thank you. I never hear your last name. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Katie Holyfield, Linda Sellers, Sharon Zeljak, Leah Leininger, and I can't read that. Oops, hold on. Can't read that. I think it was her daughter. I'm so sorry. There's something in the way there. Holly Crow, Anna Collins, Jason Reinhardt, Antoine Hall, James Myers, Michael Savage, Tony Johnson, and myself. So we've all brought on new team. Let's celebrate that together. Again, you guys, this is expanding our territory. We bring people on so that we can reach a lot more people. So we can only do that so much with our own warm market and our own group of sphere of influence. So very excited about what we see happening on the team, and so many more people are getting healthy because of it. Okay, and then Team Go Make a Difference. We had some partner pluses that are new, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Jason, to talk about Tony and James and what they've been up to, but really celebrating them with you.
Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, unfortunately, neither can make it this evening, but I wrote down a few words knowing this call was coming. I'd like to share with everybody, the exciting part for me is that I'm still the rookie. I love getting on these calls and seeing how long people have been doing this. And I'm not even at my 60th day yet. But when I think of Juice Plus and what got me engaged and what got me involved is words like this: research, whole food nutrition, family friendly, easy/simple, NSF Sports Cert. It's been around for years. Pure/natural. Everyone needs it. It's not a niche market, and everyone can benefit from it. So it's more so the benefit rather than the need. It's great for them. It's great for people. And then from a business standpoint, is that you actually get to pick and select who you want to work with. And it's not every day in corporate America you can do that. Yeah, in a leadership position, you get a chance to hire and develop and train and promote, but it's like I said on the last call, I got to hand select my sister to come into the business with us. And her and I would never work together in any other industry. I assure you of that, for no good or bad reason. But here we can share this journey together. Not only is it good for her and her kids, but now we get to, share the journey and share the good news with others. And so with Tony and James, Tony Johnson was a college teammate 20 some years ago that I simply called and said, you got to check this out. And he did, and he's been sharing it and so on and so forth. And the same thing with James. He was a personal trainer for me for 5 years before he moved away to start his own thing. And again, just a phone call said, you got to check this out. And you know, as much research and as thorough as the website is, you know, I hate saying things speak for itself, but at the end of the day, it's whole food nutrition made easy, and it delivers right to your doorstep, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, none of us eat enough of it, and if we do, we dip it in ranch. And so, the simplicity of it, and it's not overwhelming. I mean, how many times have we all been approached by something where you get a catalog or a book or a website, and right when you log in, it's overwhelming or too much? And I know for me, I have no free time to digest that much info. So when I was introduced to this by Holly, and I saw how simple it was and everything else that I've already mentioned, it was a no-brainer for me to join on. So even though they're not on, I really appreciate James and Tony joining my vision and my mission, and I'm all about go make a difference. So Team Go Mad.
Right. Go Mad. Yes. Well, we are celebrating with you, Jason. I feel like this is an exciting time for your entire team. You know, I can see people, they are so close to the Partner Plus, or maybe they've made it since the beginning, you know, of this month. But, you know, and now the goal is for them, you know, QSC, and we're certainly there to partner with them and partner with you. But your leadership and who you are as a person is what attracted them to join. And so that says a lot about you too as a leader. And I know Holly has been incredible with moving with you. You know, her leadership is exceptional, as we all know. And so just very much celebrating that with you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then, you know, we've got a number of Partner Pluses that came on Team and Legacy. That is Katrina Gehring's team. And a lot of Amish women. I just love that. They're just finding such incredible passion and purpose in what they're doing. So Barbara Miller, Edna Weaver, Amanda Miller, Alma Miller, Marianne Schleibach, and Susan Miller. And I know some of them are somehow related sisters and that type of thing. So Katrina, I'm going to turn it over for you. Maybe you can share us a little bit about this team that you've started. Are you there? You might be muted.
I'll see if I can unmute her.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
I was. Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations, everybody. And yeah, you know, well, let's see. You know, I've been in it a long time, 15 years, and shared it a lot, you know, in the beginning. And then a lot of things happened, and I started driving for the Amish about 4 years ago, almost 4 years now. And I drive a lot. I drive about 15 hours a day, 8,000 miles a month. So like when Jason was talking about getting that workout in, it is, yeah, that's a really tough one for me. But, you know, I need to do better at that and get out of the van, because I know it's not good. So this winter, what happened is a lot of the Amish were really sick. And I just knew in my heart that I had to share it with them, because I know it works. I've always taken it. I will always take it. My kids are super healthy and have taken it since they were 7 and 8. They're 20, you know, my younger two are 21 and 22 now, and just super healthy. And so I just did an event, and it took off from there. And you know, I really do have a heart for the Amish community. They're really special to me. They've become my second family. And, you know, a lot of them have big families, and they have really been bombarded over the years with so many different products. I mean, there's just stores all over the place that sell every single nutrient, you know, supplement, nutritional product that you can possibly imagine. And so they're taking so many different things because they do want to be healthier. But this is really, they understand the concept of just fruits and vegetables and whole food nutrition. And so, and a lot of them do have the big family. So it does make sense for them to come on as a partner. And pretty, you know, it is pretty easy for them to get to the Partner Plus level because of the big families. And then, you know, to help them to move into the QSC and hopefully into sales coordinator, so that they can. The one I just got done meeting with a family. She has 9 children. So, you know, a lot of them have that many children. They have anywhere, you know, from 7 to 10 children. So to try to get all those children to be able to take the gummies get on these fruits and vegetables, a lot of times it just makes sense for them to come on as a partner and to share it with their families, because they all have these huge families. So that's what's been happening. And what has come out of this whole thing for me is that I really just have no fear at this point. I want to just share it with everybody. So I really am. I am constantly sharing it, but I have been in a different situation. I haven't been quarantined. I drive people who have essential work that they do. And so I am always around people. So I have that, that, I guess, that advantage a little bit, just that I'm around them a lot, and I have come to know them. And I think that they trust me because I have, even though I don't always get my exercise, I do get out and walk. They see that I do that, try to be a good example. And, so I've got these great, amazing women. Barbara Miller is a teacher. She doesn't have any children. She's a single girl, about 21, I think is how old she is. Susan and Amanda are sisters. Susan has 2 little ones and Amanda has 2, and she's having another one. Edna Weaver, she has a lot of children, 7 children. Let's see. I'd have to look at my list. Lori, she just promoted to QSC, and then her sisters, Mary Ann and Alma. And so just met with Alma tonight for a little bit, but Mary Ann has 7 children as well, and then Alma has 7. So busy moms, they're all extremely busy, and but they're excited, to share it with others. And the longer they take it, they're still new to the product, but it is, the word is definitely getting out. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I've reconnected with an old, a girl that was in the business. And so we're going to be having a call. So I'm super excited about that. Her name's Jolene. Some of you got to meet her like 5 years ago, but this has been a trying time for her. So I think she sees the benefit of it again. She has a hair salon and she hasn't been able to work. So some exciting things. And I'm just so excited that they're getting healthier.
Well, thank you, Katrina. I just couldn't be more happy for you. It's just been so much fun. And just when we do have calls with them, I have such a heart that I just adore who they are and their love for nutrition and wanting to be healthy. And you are making a huge difference in that community. So, and excited about Jolene too. Looking forward to that call on Wednesday.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I'm going to turn it over to Holly now to congratulate and celebrate this gentleman.
Well, obviously, I think you guys know Jason by now. He's brings a lot to this team, which is awesome. And I played tennis. Well, he's a few years older than I am, but I played tennis when he was playing football at Northwood. And the one thing we always say in this business is to try to sponsor up, which obviously I did. And I'm just really grateful that we were able to reconnect over social media and that we're able to do this together. And he's bringing on, some blasts from the past. It's really fun to be able to do this with, people that I knew 20 years ago. And so just really grateful to be alongside of him. And he brings the professionalism that I lack so much. It's good, a little yin and yang, right? So, but anyway, Jason, just really excited for you and excited to keep going with you and help you any way that we can. Obviously, you have a very busy life, so whatever we can do to try to help you without adding to the crazy, we're here for you. So congratulations.
Thanks, Holly. Appreciate your support.
Yep.
Yeah, Jason, what would you say were the primary things that contributed to you reaching this goal?
Well, I think it's the key words that I shared earlier, and I think that in the last 3 weeks, most of my success has just been sharing whole food nutrition made easy. Again, the as little information as you can give that really hits home and builds value is the key. I see so much on social media, so long-winded, and you would think that people that are at home and bored still have time to read left to right, top to bottom. Guys, it's exhausting. I mean, we all scroll, right? We all do this. And is something simple that catches our attention and makes us stop and read it. And so if it's long-winded and you're excited to feature dump on people and copy and paste all this research and all this stuff, and again, I know my audience right now, so I'm preaching to the choir, so forgive me. It's not like you're newbies that I'm trying to help. All of you could help me. But what's worked for me, since you asked, is keeping it very simple, very easy to navigate, and just got a new customer yesterday, just coincidentally, from posting some of the key benefits to Juice Plus and how simple it is to get it delivered to their front door and help their family. So I know that's probably not some warm fuzzy answer that you were expecting, but that's really what's worked for me.
You know what? That's as simple as it is, though, Jason. So, we don't want to complicate it. We don't want to try to think that we got to come up with, reinventing a wheel or reinventing a presentation or whatever. So I just love that you have plugged into the system and you're doing it well. You're utilizing your upline. You're encouraging your team. Everybody's in a Voxer chat, and you're always present and showing up in there, and just super excited. I mean, I can see your design for success in this for sure. It's been very exciting.
Well, I appreciate that. And I did tell Holly tonight, I said, if you have any free leads, can you send them my way? And she said she didn't have my email address. So I'll send that to you, Holly. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll start compiling the list this evening.
I'm just having fun with it. You guys are great.
Awesome. And then, of course, we have Lori, who was just promoted on Team Legacy, Katrina's team as well. She achieved the position of Qualified Sales Coordinator. Unfortunately, she couldn't be on, but Katrina, I know you're doing just quite a work with her, encouraging her, and just what a difference she's making as she now has, Partner Plus, reps, and she really is moving towards Sales Coordinator pretty quickly. So very excited. Just want you to know we're celebrating her, and I know we had a gift for her, and I think you did something special for her, didn't you? You might be on mute, Katrina. Or she wakes up at like 4 in the morning.
Sorry. I didn't. Yes, I haven't given that to her yet, actually. I thought we were going to be able to get together tonight, and then she couldn't. So
okay.
I got her a water bottle, and then I know that you had the gift for her, so I'm excited for her to pick something out. And yeah, so I still have to get together with her, but
so
yeah,
exciting.
super excited. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to meet her. We need to do a call sometime here soon for sure and celebrate. Yeah. Thank you so much. So you guys, a lot of great things going on, just really celebrating the activity, but each one of you, like I said, just know that we all have this within us to share about fruits and veggies. It's that simple, right? So we want to partner with you and meet you where you are. So let's be sure to get a call together, brainstorm, whatever it might be. We want to just meet you there. So, but with the Come Join Us Blitz, you guys, look at the age of the people that are getting started. I was so excited about this. 2% are under 20, so not a lot under 20, but then it bumps up to 19%, 20 to 29 years old, and 23% of late millennials are the 30 to 37. And 22 are the Gen X, 38 to 45. And then it starts to kind of fall out a little bit. So one of the things that I find so exciting is there's a lot of people my age in this. There really are. And what we're seeing is a younger generation rising up. And we need that. We need to pass that baton on to people. We need to see these rising stars that are young and, helping to move into this generation and, leaving a legacy for these younger people as they're getting started. So it's just very exciting. I just wanted to share that. I thought that was just very encouraging. Not that, it matters what age we sign anybody up for, but it's good to see that there's a younger generation getting started with us here. And we did have the best month ever. North America did, and 50 years of healthy innovation and partner success, and we are just beginning. So I love that. I love how we are uniting globally with so many other countries, and everybody's having their best best month ever. I mean, I know we did, that's for sure. So it's just exciting, a very exciting time, you guys. And the compensation plan that is new and different that started in January is part of the reason why we are seeing that success in our paycheck, because it's a far better compensation plan, especially as you start moving into leadership positions. So just know that you might not have seen a huge jump here recently, but the further you're taking your business, the more you're going to see that happen in your paycheck. So we rise by lifting each other up, and that's what we are doing. We are in the business of relationship, the business of engaging in conversation, asking good questions. And as we do, we are not only changing our own lives, but we're changing the lives of others. So, okay. I am going to stop the screen share now so that we can hear about customer care. Holly's going to share with us about customer care. Thanks so much, Holly.
You're welcome. If I can work my technology, then we will do it. All right. We good? Okay. So basically, customers have trusted us and they've hired us. We're getting paid to help them, right? And so we cannot let them down. And really, this is what our company, we pride ourselves on great customer care, and we really need to make that a priority. We don't just get people signed up and then let it ride. That's just not fair. And so this is just one of my biggest things. This is the reason probably that my customer base is so strong and has continued to be so strong, is my customer care. And so remember, if we go to thefreedomrevolution.com, you guys, if you ever get stuck, you're thinking, well, okay, I don't know what to do today. Come here, check it out, watch a video, play around, and you're going to learn some things, I promise you. And so here we're going to go to training. Well, here we've got customer care. Wonderful, right? So we're going to click that. And the customer care here, they've got some great images for us. So, you can play around with these, send these to people. I mean, it makes you look really clever, right? But they've done it for us. And then here is a PDF that they're currently working on. So it's not done right yet. So just keep checking in, but the outline's wonderful already. And, just make sure that you're kind of making everything your own. You don't want to, you want to be able to kind of, put your own spin on everything. So, so the day one, or even before day one, you want to know what your customer's goal is, right? You want to know why they're doing this, health concerns or whatever, and then write it down. Make sure you're kind of keeping it in a file, or at least, taking a note in your phone. You want to add that customer to the customer care Facebook group. So if you are on my team, it's Own Your Own Health and Life. And if you're on Wendy's team, it's Healthy Choices for Life. I mean, we're all on Wendy's team, but you know what I mean? If you're not on mine, then you're on Wendy's. And so we just really ask, I know you guys have heard us say 1,000 times, please go on there, please post content. If you're doing a workout or you've got a recipe going, this is part of the customer care, because we can't all be reaching out every single day. So if we put our customers in this page, then they're going to get this content. And so far, there's just a few people that keep sharing. So again, we beg you to maybe put it, maybe every Wednesday or whatever is good for you, post something. And that way your customers are going to see you show up as well. And so that's just, again, doing good customer care. Some super cute little images here. Congratulations. It doesn't have to be these, but send, make a little image or whatever. You can keep them in your phone, and you can just, shoot them out whenever you have a new customer. I don't know what this drop zone image is yet, but stay tuned. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Day 5, we want to send them a message and just say, glad you're on your journey. Once your box arrives, please take a picture of you opening it. This is making excitement, building that excitement. And then reminding them, if they're on the capsules, take 2 of each capsule with your full glass of water, or the gummies, whatever that looks like. And again, we're going to have cute little images that we can share. And, right now you can make your own if you want, or you can use it from the last page that we looked at. Day 14, and this can be any time, let them know. And some of you guys might not know, we do have a customer portal. And this is where we're able to go in as a customer and adjust our own orders through the juiceplus.com, those websites that we have. So if you haven't done it already, go do it for yourself so you can see how you do it. But I think there's a little person icon. I believe it's been a while since I've done it. Click that and you can sign yourself up. And that way your customers are going to have access. And then you get an email when they make an adjustment. So just so you know that. Day 30, you're going to check in with that customer, ask what's going on, are you having any results? If they haven't been consistent, then let's brainstorm, like maybe put it by your toothbrush or whatever. And so, just kind of talking them along, because these first shipment, you guys, this is really where we want to do the best work. And that's where we're going to really get them staying consistent. And then most likely we're going to have them for a long time. Day 40, this is talking about checking our preferred customer genealogy for declines and cancellations. I'm not sure about this day, but this is something that you do want to do, especially as your customers grow. They do actually send us emails that show, and you can see if anybody's declining. You're going to want to go in, and I try to do it twice a month. I try to just do it myself and check my whole team. But if someone is declined, you want to make sure you get their new number, or, maybe they had a different expiration date. You want to get that rectified, number one, so that you're going to get paid on it. But number two is so that it's not going to interrupt their service. So if they haven't, if their last payment is declined, they're not going to get their Juice Plus until that's rectified. So just kind of keeping our eye on that. And again, talk to your sponsor, your upline. We can give you more details on this, but just be aware of it. Day 60, maybe they're not yet on the Omegas. Well, then you can say, hey, I know you're not on these yet, but just wanted to let you know a little bit more, just so that it's available to you, or whatever that is. Again, it's just having that communication. Day 90, a graphic. This one was on the last page, and it's showing some of the research, and whatever that is. Again, make it your own, but just touch base. And then right before it ships, within 2 weeks or so, there's little graphics that you can send as well, or just say, hey, your shipment is due to ship. Are you going to be ready for it? If they're not, then I'm going to show you here in a second how to adjust that. So, and this is just the same thing. So we're going to get out of this and let's move. Okay. So, before we do that, I just want to show you guys over here. You can go to, you can link to Healthy Living Revolution, where all these giveaways are. So again, more customer care, little things that you can send to your customers. We have our online cookbooks. We've got Complete. We've got mocktails. If they have a tower garden, just all kinds of good stuff here. Soups. If they do the Shred 10, that's our 10-day little like detox challenge. Here's stuff for the kiddos. And down here, we have exercise classes. There's a bunch of them, you guys. So again, these are things that if you feel like you want to reach out or you want to even connect, these things you can send to people that are prospects, and you can just gift them with that as well. So again, always use your Freedom Revolution here, you guys. And then I'm going to just pull up our virtual office here and log in. So obviously, there's stuff on here, which you don't need to know everything, of course, but alerts. I mean, this, says alerts. So we should pay attention to this, right? Now it's going to tell you how many customers you have, how many you have shipping in the next 15 days, and you can see the rest of it here. So this is the one I'm going to pay attention to. I try to do it maybe once or twice a week to see who's getting ready to ship. I reach out and I say, hey, Lori, are you ready for your Juice Plus to ship? No, I'm not. Okay, well, Lori, let me know when's going to be better for you. How much do you have left in your stash? Oh, we're going to delay it. Okay, we're going to delay it a month. She's behind. So then we're going to switch it here. It's that simple. If their last payment has come out, you can actually then expedite it a month early, up to a month early. So you can also change the product, and you can convert it to Healthy Starts for Families if they're eligible with the right product. So just wanted to share that, you guys, and don't stalk her since you have all her information. But basically that is it. The other thing too is knowing that, we have all these events. And so you might have customers that haven't been on an event yet. Please invite them to something like Gabby and I are doing tomorrow, so that they know, just affirmation of the choices they've made. They might not have that, that education yet. So that, or maybe, one of our other health professionals that might, maybe somebody's got diabetes or whatever, send them something that lines up. So again, just take care of those customers, get them on that customer page. And if you have any questions, just talk to your upline. You guys, we're all about helping you do this. And if you do get in a bind where maybe your life gets out of control busy and you can't reach out to your upline and we will help you take care of those customers because it's that important. Okay. So thank you. You're
All
mute.
right,
There you
I
go.
had myself muted. All right, thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate you putting the time in to educate us, equip us. I know I'm learned some things there. I feel like they're changing it up and making it better. And so now there's even more things to choose from, images and that kind of thing. So thank you. You do exceptional customer care. Holly's consistency with what she does is impeccable. I mean, she just is always just really sticking with it, so focused and so diligent with caring for people. So I appreciate you, Holly. Thank you for
Wendy, real quick, I forgot to share you guys a couple other little things that I do.
Yeah.
All of my customers do get this little magnet with my face on it. It's just a thank you, and it's got my contacts. And I, so if they want to stick my face on the fridge, then they can, so they can get a hold of me. And then anybody that starts the Healthy Starts for Families, I like to send a kiddo. They're called Garden Heroes. They have fruits or veggies. And so I just, if you can give them a little special touch, a lot of times that's going to go a long way. So I just wanted to share that too.
I love that. I feel like the better care we do, the more you guys, they are just going to feel appreciated and loved and really protected. We're protecting them in that way. So it's exciting, very important. So the next thing I want to talk about before we wrap up here is, I know many of us did Juice Plus Live, and you guys, this is history in the making for sure, because they prepared for Phoenix about a month, 5 weeks ago, and then had to take everything that they prepared for, and they're preparing for like 5 months getting ready for that, and then kind of put the brakes on all that, shift gears, and then get something ready to come into our homes. I mean, I just am so blown away by that. So it was global viewing. We had a whole lot more people attend than we ever would have. Everybody's got to fly to conference and get to Phoenix and get a hotel room, and it's kind of pricey. Still worth it for sure. It definitely will change your business, but the fact that it came into our homes is incredible. So would love to open it up. If there's anything, any takeaways that you guys have, would love to hear from you.
I can share.
Yeah, thanks, Gabby.
So by far, my favorite video was the Dr. Sachs video on Thursday night, and it was absolutely incredible. And if anybody has not watched it, I watched it for the third time today. It's on YouTube now. I didn't know if everybody knew that, but I didn't know that, but I found it. But anyways, amazing, incredible. I mean, she talks about epigenetics, which was something I was super unfamiliar with. And it's this idea of changing gene expression. So when I first actually watched the video, I thought that she was talking about we actually change our genes, but what she's really talking about in the video is you change how your genes are expressed. So you can tell your genes to yes, do this, or no, do that. No, don't do that. And so that was a really interesting takeaway. But she talks first about this study that was done by Tufts University. And she talks about how if our government were to subsidize 30% of fruits and vegetables to low income Medicare and Medicaid families, we would save $100 billion in healthcare. $100 billion a year. I mean, that's insane. So you can just see the value of what we are doing, right? Because that's all that we have, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And so, and that's subsidizing 30% of fruits and vegetables. I mean, absolutely insane. And then she goes on to just talk about, the benefits of plants. And then she introduces this idea of methyl groups. And that's still I've watched the video 3 times, and it's still something I don't fully have my head wrapped around. She in this idea, methyl groups can be controlled by fruits and vegetables, right? If we eat them, then your methyl groups. Wendy, am I saying this right? Because you're a nurse and you know this a lot more.
Yeah,
okay, so they can be controlled by fruits and vegetables, and so they tell your cells what you can they can and can't do. And then she brought up this idea of methyl groups in dogs, and when it comes to their fur coats, and when their environment, when it gets cold outside, their fur coats get bigger, and then when it gets warm outside, their fur coats get smaller. And this has to do with these methyl groups. And so she talks about your environment, your nutrition, everything will help control these methyl groups, which was absolutely fascinating to me, because for me, who's somebody who had 3 grandparents have heart disease and had open heart surgery, for me, I took it about myself at 18, and I was like, I need to get healthy, because for me, it's my inheritance. Like that's what I have to look forward to in my life. And so it's this idea of, guys, like we aren't controlled by our DNA anymore. Like we can tell our DNA, hey, don't turn this on. And it all has to do with this nutrition. And to me, I've always been feeling like I'm running away from my DNA. I'm running away from this inheritance of all of these diseases. And so that's why I really started to eat healthy, because I was like, oh, well, at least, I can, maybe possibly change something, but like, you really can. And for me to know that, and then to be able to tell other people, because every single one of us has some kind of crap in our life, from whether it's cancer, whether it's heart disease, whether it's mental illness. And so for us to be able to share this message is absolutely, I mean, it was just so mind-boggling to be able to hear this. And so then she goes on to talk about these agouti mice, which was such a interesting, agouti is a mutation, and it's basically like these mice and they're fat. And we actually have this mutation, this agouti gene, we can have it in humans, which I thought was really interesting. But they did this study on 2 pregnant agouti mice, and they gave one of them a methyl group with extra B vitamins, and that mouse gave birth to normal mice. And then the other one, the control, gave birth to agouti mice. So again, really showing the power of fruits and vegetables. I mean, absolutely insane. So then it goes on to talk about, they did another one, which they exposed the pregnant mice to BPA, but these were the normal mice that they exposed to BPA. And one of them got the extra nutrition from the methyl group, that vitamin B, and those mice gave birth to normal mice. And the other one, again, this mouse was exposed to BPA, but it was a normal mouse. And that mouse gave birth to agouti mice that had the fat gene. So again, showing that fruits and vegetables, what we eat, really does make a difference. So anyways, if you guys have not watched that, I mean, I have 1,000 more notes than that, but those were like my biggest takeaways. If you guys have not watched that, you have to go on YouTube and watch it, because it was, and give it to everybody. Every potential person, if they would be willing to watch that, because again, disease is so prevalent in our country right now. And if they can get that hope, and we have an answer for them, and it, like Jason said, it's whole food nutrition made simple, So
thank you. Wow. My goodness. I know someone on my sister's team, Denny, who's a part of our team, but she said, I watched that and I immediately sent it out to 50 people. Everybody needs to hear about this. So I'll repost it in Team Integrity. I know at times there's a lot. Just take a look at, what's in the chat, and, if it's something of value that you want to use, just please do share it out. So I know we don't have a lot of time, but anything else really stand out to you guys as far as the conference, Juice Plus Live?
Hey, all the technology. I'm a techno geek. I'm so excited. I almost cried when they were talking about all the wonderful changes they're going to do. It's so awesome.
Yes. Me too, Pam. We've been waiting for this. It's not like things are terrible, but everything is going to be in one place, whether it's customers, prospects, reps, we all are going to go to the same site, and it'll be amazing for sure.
And it's such a clean contemporary look. It's nice.
Yes, it's beautiful. All things digital.
I have a couple quick comments, Wendy. I know we're running short on time, but a perfect example of what Pam just said is how Holly did her presentation tonight. Everything that Holly shared with us was right off of the the website that's available to us. And so everything's right there. It's kind of like having a 24-hour tutor totally available for us whenever we want to go spend some time, right? And when Holly made the suggestion of go spend some time on Healthy Living Revolution, that's a great way to spend your evening. Instead of watching a TV show, just play around on that and learn that site. So I'm in total agreement there. But one other quick observation, Wendy, I hadn't seen your presentation for tonight, but when you showed that bar graph of the age groups, the thing that came to my mind was we have a lot of young people on this call tonight, which congratulations for making that decision at the age that you have. And a couple things that I want to share with you. Imagine what your life will be like in 10 years if you stick with this, and the choices that you'll have as a young adult that most people won't, because if you can make the investment now, your returns will be there for you, and it'll set you apart and set you up for the rest of your life. But the last comment I wanted to make was just that, national marketing director is, if you want to do this business, kind of like what you shoot for. I believe the youngest national marketing director that we've ever had in the company, Wendy, I think was like 20 or 21, Brendan Bouchard or something like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was like 20 or 21 when he made national marketing director. And then the oldest national marketing director that's ever walked the stage was what was he, honey? 80 something. Remember he walked the stage?
No, 89 or 90.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, literally the guy barely made it across the stage and he was getting promoted to national marketing director. So this business is for everybody, no matter where you are and where you are in life.
Yeah.
It's just, are you willing to do the basics over and over again? And if you are, then you're going to win.
Right. Right. I love that. And one of the things that we didn't get to see with this Juice Plus Live Home Edition is the National Marketing Director's speeches. It is by far the best part of the conference, but they didn't want to take the new National Marketing Directors and have them be on a screen. They really want them up in front of everybody on the stage. So we'll look forward to that in Indianapolis. You guys, we are going to have one heck of a time in Indianapolis. We are going to have so much celebrating to do, and it's so close to many of us and drivable, I think, for just about everybody. Pam, you're gonna have to fly. I'm sorry. Yes, you're good at that. You love to travel. So, but yeah, I feel like for the most part, many of us are able to get there pretty easily. And you guys, it's so much fun. I'm going to close by sharing a video. It's just a minute and a half. Thank you for staying on for an hour. Just once a month for an hour, we grab this time together, celebrate, learn, equip, and just really look forward to what the coming month is. So as you're watching this video of Indianapolis coming up, I want you to think about, where do you want to be at the Indianapolis conference? I think it's the 20th through the 22nd of October. So, and when you think about that goal, I want you to share that with your upline. Let them know where you want to be. And if you're not really sure, if you don't know what that means or even looks like because you're just getting started, maybe we can kind of map that out together. And then what we want to do is backtrack that and look at a monthly goal for you. And, and in doing so, what does it look like as far as activity in a week? It's really going to help. We can't just aim and not have a bullseye in front of us. We're just going to randomly be shooting in the air. So we do want to have goals, and we want to know what those goals are for you. And we want to walk alongside and help you achieve those goals. And we're going to do it together as a team. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to close, but thank you so much for being on. And I just want you to think about, as we're closing out, where do you want to be at the Indianapolis conference? Okay. And hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Pam, I know you showed me how to click on more, I believe, right?
Yeah, go to that where you did share and arrow up, and it
Yeah.
should have a thing, share computer sound.
I got it. Thank you. Hopefully this will work. We'll see. Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay.
I found
All right, so just a glimpse of Indianapolis. Thank you so much for being on the call, you guys. Let's stay in touch and appreciate you all sharing. And you guys just mean the world to us. You are just so precious. So love you. Take
Thanks,
care.
everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks,
Celebrate.
Dave. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Gabby.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Pam.
Holly.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for
Holly.
sharing. Bye-bye.
Sharing.
Bye-bye.